Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the 31, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jackson going to run. The quick feet by Jackson. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
An option run with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a dump off here complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
When the linebacker was able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Jackson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Sets up first.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you. And you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete.
Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd and 9.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
4-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
is Mahomes on third. And going deep for Hill. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 31-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
9-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56. Here we go, G, get off the field. Here we go.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A screen to Bell. And he's out right at the 25. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Bell sheds him off. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Pushes him over. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and now it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The last 2 guys on the cover of Madden going toe-to-toe here, and a great one brewing in the 3rd. Everything we'd expect from Mahomes and Jackson, 2 of the best young stars in the game. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. And
he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Back now in Baltimore. For the 4th quarter, will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offense. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Mahomes again. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards. First down.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, we got 4 now.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Jackson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And again, it's Mahomes. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Chiefs 36, Ravens 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs